on, Sons.
Dear Dina, my ex-wife is remarried. We have 2 kids, a 10-year-old boy and a 15-year-old daughter. Over the weekend, they all went to the mall for a family day out for some Christmas shopping. Sounds fun, right? No problem. I asked my son about it, and he told me they did some shopping, then he and his mom went for ice cream. His stepdad took his sister shopping. I thought that was odd, but maybe it was for some volleyball gear because she's on the team, so I asked what they bought. He said he saw them going into the girls' store that was next to a restaurant we go to all the time. I know that store. It's a women's lingerie store. I think this is so out of line. So I confronted my ex-wife and daughter. They tell me I'm making a big deal out of this. My ex tells me that our daughter needed underwear, but she wanted some time alone with my son, so she sent the stepdad. Why would an adult man take a 15-year-old girl out shopping for panties? Am I being dramatic or am I justified in how I feel? Signed, Upset Dad in Damascus.
I understand why you're upset, and good for you for saying something. That's the first step. Are you overreacting? I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know the other dynamics. I don't know if there have been red flags that then has you going like, huh? Because sadly, we know that in our broken world, there are situations where something like this could be a sign of something terrible. And I don't even want to talk about it because, well, you know, in any event. So I get why you're being protective of your daughter. That's your job. You're a dad. So I would say now that you've said something, it might be worth having a conversation with the stepdad. Being like, look, you know, I've mentioned something. They think I'm out of line. I just want to say to you, that made me uncomfortable. And I would appreciate that never happening again. Because, I mean, we do need to buy that kind of stuff over and over again. I would say that. But if you think it's a red flag, be watchful now. Be watchful. And that's my advice. I don't want to discount and discredit what you're feeling, you know? So I want to, because it could be something and it could be nothing at all.
I 100% disagree. I think that my daughter has been shopping at Victoria's Secret since she was young. She's not trying them on for the stepdad. He's taking her to the store so she can purchase things. I think you're causing.
Well, you don't know it was Victoria's Secret.
Okay, what lingerie store,
right,
whatever,
right,
whatever. Either way, I do think you're overreacting. I think it's hard looking at your daughter, thinking of her wearing, those sorts of things, but that's what happens. And I think going to the stepfather, you've already talked to the mom and the daughter, and they said you're making a big deal out of this. So I think continuing, when you look for things, you'll find it sometimes where it doesn't exist. And I think you're going to cause a whole lot of drama. If the daughter comes to you and says, hey, this made me uncomfortable or whatever, certainly. But I think taking it any further at this point is a no-no.
It's putting a lot of onus on the daughter. If you're saying the teenage daughter has to then imagine that something inappropriate happening, that's hard for a girl. So I think the balance is to be watchwopful and to maybe say something, but I know you disagree. So
yeah, I do. 100%.
This is where you get to pick what opinion you would like, or none of them. That's the beauty of Dear Dina. We're just sharing our opinions. You can take them, you can leave them, but you can certainly ask. And you can find that under the features tab at key103radio.com. Dear Dina.